Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new week. In honor of the New Year's resolutions floating around, our topics for discussion for the rest of the week is going to be centered around the things that stop us from getting started and the things that may block us from accomplishing our goals and what we have. While we all know there is a million different ways and resources and tips and tricks out there, today we want to talk about the most powerful one, which is you. So the question I have for you, and I would like you to think about, is what do you stand to gain from losing weight? Because that is where your resolve will come from. When your reason behind starting something means more to you than the things you have to do to get there. Too many times we focus on what we have to give up versus what we have to gain. If I were thinner, I would, what? What would you do? When you sit and imagine and you see people on TV and you're like, think to yourself, oh, I wish I was more like her. Or you see people in everyday life around you and you aspire to be like them. What is it about them that you like? Is it the fact that they're thinner? Or is it the fact that they're more energetic? Is it the fact that they are out in a social environment that you are not allowing yourself to be in because you're thinking, well, as soon as I get thin, then I will do this. And as soon as I reach this certain point, then I'll be free to do that. It's one of those things that the reason behind it, you truly need to think about. So sit back, kind of go through your things and think about, what does it mean to me? Does it mean that I will be more comfortable with intimacy and like shying away from people touching certain parts of me that I'm just not comfortable with? There's a lump there. There's like, and so you kind of close yourself out because you feel like it's something you need to do. And truly, is it really that you want to feel more confident? Do you want to feel more energetic? What is it that you will gain in your life by accomplishing your goals? Our perceptions of how we look and what we need to look like, we isolate ourselves and put us in a situation where we're on the outside looking in. Like when somebody wants to take a picture and the first thing you think of is, I look fat in this outfit, or I don't really want to be in the picture. Let me take the picture. And you start to realize that, like my kids did that to me. They're like, Mom, get in the picture. And then I had that thought in my head. And then that was one of the triggers that I thought to myself, okay, I do want to be spontaneous with my kids. It is important for them to have me in the pictures. And just because I'm not happy with the way I look doesn't mean that it's not important to them. And then you start to look and you take all these pictures, and the ones that you're in, which ones do you display? You display the ones that are of them because you're holding yourself back from putting yourself out in the world because of what you're thinking about things. And that's kind of what I want you to think about, because what is it holding you back from? Is it keeping you from having the closest relationship you can with your kids or with your partners or with going out to a social event because you're like, you just don't feel good? I mean, when you look good, you feel good. I mean, and there's just no rhyme or reason to that. It is just a fact. If you don't look good and don't feel good about how you look, you kind of make yourself lonely. When you start working towards your goals and you figure out your reason behind them, suddenly being at the end of the goal isn't the most important thing to you, because you feel stronger, you feel better, you feel ready to go. And even if you're not a size 6 yet, which I'm not, but I have maintained a 45-pound, 50-pound weight loss over the last 4 years, which was huge for me. And even though I'm still working towards the progress, I feel stronger, I feel better, I feel more able to be in spontaneous situations and do the things that I've always wanted to do. But at first, it comes with making that first step and that resolve and figuring out what it is that is important to you that will keep you going and working towards it. So that's kind of what I want you to think about. I mean, that over the course of the week, we're going to go over some different things that, when you try something and you fail and you try another thing and that doesn't work, and sometimes you kind of give up. But there is all different sorts of avenues that you can look towards that maybe your body is missing or something's not working properly that could help you towards accomplishing your goals. And a step forward makes you feel good and it feels like you can keep going. So I look forward to talking to you throughout the rest of the week. We'll have some different things on throughout with testimonials, tips and tricks, some healthy recipes later this week, and then we'll tie it up together on Friday. So I hope you'll have a great week.